What's up, everyone? It's Andy. It's Tuesday, and we got a full NHL slate of games, so that means we're taking on the house over at No House Advantage. If you haven't played in this contest before, let me tell you a little bit about it. I don't know why I just sounded like Joe Pesci. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. You got No House Advantage over here. It's a great new platform that combines fantasy and player props and rolls it into one where if you pick correct player props and get a bunch of them right, you stack a bunch of money. Now, we got two types of contests. Today, we're taking part in the Versus the House contest, where if you get 5 player props correct, now we're going to choose NHL players, but you can choose all different sports. You can do 3 from the NHL, 2 from the NBA, and if you get 5 correct, you're going to net 21 times your money. There's also a pick'em contest. That's more tournament style, and you make a whole bunch of picks, and the more you get right, the higher you rise in the standings, get closer to that top prize. And if you go over to No House Advantage using the link in the description of this video, they're going to match your first deposit up to $100. So if you put in 100, they're going to give you another 100, and Lord knows what you're going to do with that. Probably make 21 times your money with some of these NHL picks here today on a Tuesday. So what are we going to start with on this Tuesday? I'm going to be looking at that New York Islanders Ottawa Senators game. This is a must-win game for the New York Islanders if they're going to truly stay alive in this playoff race, and I believe they're going to be able to pull this one out. We know the Senators, they don't have a defense to write home about. Plus, they're playing their third-string goalie. They had a game last night that went to overtime, exhausting game. Now they got to go across the border to Long Island to play a hungry team who got an overtime loss that's been sitting in the back of their minds. I like the Islanders to win this one, and who's probably going to get on the board? Their captain, Anders Lee. Top line, top power play unit. Well, I guess you can call it the top line, but they have 2 fake top lines. It's like a 1A, 1B situation. But top power play unit in a must-win game against a bad defense, I think he's going to be plopped right in front of the net. And whether he bangs one home or gets an assist, I like Anders Lee to register a point in this one. I'll take the over on Ilya Sorokin saves because although the Islanders have been a little bit better offensively since Bo Horvat has arrived, their defense is in the same state of disarray that it's been all season long. They are bottom 10 in the NHL in expected goals against, which means a lot of pucks that come their way. They're top 3 in, I think, expected saves, in saves above expected, which means their goalie has to make more saves than he should have to, aka Ilya Sorokin, against a team that likes to, press on the gas on the offensive side in the Ottawa Senators. I like Ilya Sorokin going over 28.5 saves in that particular game. And then going over to that Tampa Bay Colorado game, I like JT Compher to register a point. In fact, I like a lot of the Colorado Avalanche to register a point after that extremely embarrassing 5-0 loss to the Lightning last weekend. I think they're going to come home and try to rectify that situation and repay the favor to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And I think a bunch of these Colorado Avalanche are going to get on the score sheet. And I'm going to take JT Compher to register over half of a point on that one, aka just, to get a point or more. And then lastly, I'm going to take Jake Oettinger's over on saves. I think that Boston's going to go in there. You got the number 1 team in the East versus the number 1 team in the West. I think Boston's going to be relatively determined to win this one. They actually haven't had a signature win in a little bit. I expect them to be very motivated and get a bunch of pucks to the net. And we know how good Oettinger is, so I will take the over on Oettinger's saves in that Dallas-Boston game. And those are some of the picks that I got for you as we take on the house here. If you are confused and you maybe need a little more help and what kind of players you might want to play if you don't agree with some of my selections, make sure you go over to stokastic.com. They offer free projections, free optimal lineups for No House Advantage contests. Go over there, check some of those out. But, I'm doing what I can for you here. They're doing what they can for you there. And combined, hopefully we can help you make 21 times your money. All right? Take it easy, everybody. Good luck to all of you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here, and I'll be back with you Thursday as we take on the house once again. Take it easy.